I feel like I've totally lived through this day already.
Deja vu?
Yes.
The day reset when you died, right?
Yeah.
I might be able to help with that. I died 11 times.
Hey everyone, Ryan here. So the other night, I did something fun and clever. I like doing these, sometimes mixing movies up together and having a double feature night. And that's exactly what I did with these movies, Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You. And this story was really intriguing, I gotta say. It's like a Groundhog Day meeting Scream. And you don't, if you're gonna have a Groundhog Day, you really don't want to have a Scream sort of moment because, yes, it's a horror film. And this movie is exactly a horror film because you don't know who the killer is, of course, until the very end. And because she's having these, having to play these days over and over again, she has to dig in and find these clues. Who's really behind this mask? And they happen to call the babyface killer. So you got Ghostface from Scream, and now you got Babyface Killer. But the reason for this babyface, it's actually a mascot face for that college. So we had the idea that's the reason. Because if you happen to watch the second one, that's pretty much what happens. You have a whole bunch of them out in the crowded basketball court, and you don't know which one it is. Really intriguing, and I think the story for the third one could actually be really good, I gotta say. And I gotta give credit for Christopher Landon and Jason Blum for giving us these clever stories for the first and second one, and what it's gonna link on to this third one. If you guys have seen these movies, especially the second one, there was a post credits in the second one. So if you don't usually watch the credits, watch the credits for the second one. This is probably an open story that's still developing in its own works. And I think it can lean on a good side of it if it could. Now, I did hear this movie may get a really good green light for passing on for this third film. I could see them really having a fun time with this third movie. And it would be interesting what ideas of Christopher and Jason can actually bring to the screen. We saw what they could do with the sequel. And I've always questioned sequels, how well these sequels can do. And I thought the sequel almost surpassed their original idea. Yes, it was a little silly, but it actually worked really good. And because of what they developed in this second one, yes, they can easily develop a third one with a new technique of their own. And I'm hearing this third one is going to be totally different from the others, which is going to be a totally different atmosphere of some sort. Maybe the Old West or something like that. That'd be funny if they... I was actually thinking about Back to the Future Part 3 only because the other night I was watching it. But it would be fun if they went back to the Old West somehow, I gotta say. But I do have an interesting theory just as well. So there will be spoilers ahead. I can talk about that maybe for like a minute or two. So if you guys have not seen the movie, I'll plug your ear or something like that, okay? But I do want to talk about those post-credits from the second movie. There weren't any post-credits from the first. But if you remember Tree's friend of me, Danielle, yes, they went to this lab. And these guys were experimenting this machine which they found out could do a time loop and stuff like that. They put Danielle as an experiment into this time loop. Okay, that's kind of funny, I gotta say, which I gotta say. But what would happen if somehow, because usually with Groundhog Day's moments, it's only usually one person. What if we had two people in that time loop and actually found out and collect clues with maybe a new killer or maybe something else? I don't know. Maybe the third one could be set up to be something different. And I bet you Christopher and Jason have something really good up their sleeves, and I can't wait to see what it's going to be. I hope they really get a green light for this because they really opened up a third one really, really good right here. And I got to give credit for these films too because these films take a lot of work. Even though I heard from this first one, it took 5 weeks to make with the filming of it, but you got to be on it really good with something different. You got to get those shots pretty much the same thing. You got to repeat since it's Groundhog, you got to repeat each time. It's like something else. Oh yeah, I just thought of Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise, and I was just thinking about something too. It'd be funny if they happen to do this with the third one, have an alien invasion of some sort. I think to tell the truth, that's a little silly. I can imagine Christopher and Jason actually come up with more of a brilliant idea. It just, I'm really intrigued with this now, this as well, because if this gets a green light, which I think it probably will, even though we're living in this COVID-19 era right now, yes, we can't do production and filming, but that will probably be coming back up pretty soon. And when that happens, I really expect this third Happy Death Day will actually happen. So I now leave these open up for comments out there for you guys. What would you want to see for this movie franchise to continue on with the story? There's plenty of ideas, and once again, I talked over those post credits from the second one. And yes, I bet you they have the idea. It's just a matter of time of when actually are working on this film. So I'm going to start wrapping this up saying, my name is Ryan Kretsch. Thank you for watching. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And this is a really fun project I could see having once again in the future just as well. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.
I thought it ended the loop, but I'm back. Oh my God. Everything's different. This time, it's coming after all of us. You scared me.
Oh, hey, you're up.
I'm so done with this shit.